Hey, it's Jay Chatfield, Loving Yourself to Life. This video is brought to you by Grace Guidance, where we motivate you to heal, encourage you to live, and inspire you to love your life on purpose. I'm not in my car, guys. Well, that's because I'm in my closet. And right now, this is the warmest place in the house. Now, wait a minute. I don't know if y'all saw the video where we didn't have the AC for the last 2 months. But boy, my husband got a new unit that's like bigger than the last unit that we were in, because this was an old house that we bought. You could tell by the closet. The bedroom has like 3 of these. Why y'all just didn't make one big closet? But that's okay. If the house has big bones, it may not make sense to the modern day, but I guess 3 closets, what was him, hers, and I don't know. So anyway, it's big enough for me, and I got my chair in here. Y'all remember my other closet was so big. I had a whole studio in that sucker, but this one is not like that. And then my office, I need to get like a divider. We'll do it up. We've been here about 5 months, and we're still figuring out some things, like how to maneuver and things like that. But anyway, something I want to talk about. I know we've talked about accountability and self-awareness. I can't say it breaks my heart because of the 0 point energy that I operate from, the no judgment zone for people. Yes, I sympathize, but I don't involve my emotions to where it affects me, because that's where we all need to get to. We don't need to be involved in others' emotions that they have not handled, right? Because that's only going to pull you in a whirlwind of things, right? So if you've already healed from these things, yes, you can have that empathy for it, but you're just concerned, not involved. So don't get involved in these things that other people have going on that they have not healed from yet. So when I see like young ladies and men, even some of them that are headed towards like midlife, like I got a good little bit before I get to the midlife, but when I see them crying on social media, sometimes they just come across my feed when I'm looking at my mindset stuff, because I'm always on the search for how I can continue to put good things inside of my head, because I like to learn. With that South Node in Aquarius, I just love to see everything. I want to learn, right? One thing we need to be working with our youth today is that self-awareness and that accountability, because I'm seeing that that is everything. In a relationship, if you teach them the ability to self-assess at a young age, it will carry over into whatever relationship they have. My daughter, she'll be 16 next month. My son, it won't be 14 until the end of September. Then I have a new 11-year-old. Anytime something goes down in this house, I'm always asking them, so what do you have to do with it? What do you need to adjust? Because 9 out of 10, if one of them do their job, the other ones will follow and do their job. But then when somebody doesn't do something, then everybody thinks it's okay not to do it. Now that goes on the boy end. My daughter has gotten old enough to say, I told them, Mom, they didn't listen. This is what I did. Thank you. Did you do all you could do? Yes, I did. Great. Now, was there something that you can do better? She was like, no, because I can't control them. Thank you. But if there is something that that's where I'm going to coach her on, right? So it's really, it's easier to do it when there isn't so much conflict from the outside, like as they are at this age now. Now, when you become an adult and you got all types of things that you've created as a result of your trauma, it is very difficult to see the self-awareness and the accountability, because you're going to need to spend some time with yourself, because at some point you're going to have to know who the real you are and who the imposter has been in your life, that you have been portraying all these things on the outside because you thought that's what you need it and you want it, right? So if anything, that's why I say teach but then again, it's going back to, you got to learn that for yourself, because you have to teach them the indicators that, hey, was that, we had something going on with my son, and I said, so that didn't hold up right. So I asked him, I said, so what is it that you could have done? He said, Mom, I didn't do the three times rule. So I told him, when you're in a conversation and you have an objection to what someone says, like you tell your side, they tell their side, right? That's 1, 2, right? But for it going back and forth, and then you see if you guys could come through with a solution, but don't keep going back and forth, because that's going to turn into something. Somebody's going to say something, and then it's just going to blow up. And then I say, okay, so what could we have done different? And he said, well, I could have not said these things because that's why they said that thing. So there was something that you could have stopped that, right? Which he's so passionate. It's really hard for him to just press stop, right? But that's all about the coaching. He's 11. We're going to keep working with that, right? Because as a grown man, he's going to be seen as aggressive. And the number one thing that I do not want to do is a-holish, right? It's going to come out like that because, yeah, I'm your mama. I'm going to tell you that's no, right? So these are the things that we're telling them now. So, but when you become an adult, you really see all of the outside things as why. This is why. Oh, they're not paying me enough, or he's not listening, or she went out with her friends without. It's hard for you to slow that down because life is coming at you so fast, and so is the conflict. So is everything else. So how do you do it? You're going to have to take charge of it yourself, right? You're going to have to say to yourself that I have to see better. I have to craft this relationship or these things better through my growth. Because your growth is the only thing that you can control, which I say all the time. So when I was growing up, no one taught us how to do that, right? They taught us so much on what not to do, but they didn't teach us how to self-assess ourselves. They taught us that there was something out there that we were blaming, or it was because, all of the things that it was because. I don't have to go down there. You can put this into your life. But I know in my house, no one taught us about taking accountability. No one taught us that. No one taught us how to be self-aware that, no, you're not being nice today. And there is a karma for what you're doing. So in these relationships that I'm seeing these people cry, and it's one that's I really wish they had some type of community around them. That's why I'm building honest chats. I haven't really posted any recent. I think I posted some on a couple of my other ones, but I'm really going to start doing some more heavy work on honest chats. But we really need to understand that we may need a little bit more teaching in the relationship department, and we need to learn from people that have mastered that level. Not all, because I'm still working on certain things for myself. But we really need to have these people, or take the time to learn for yourself. Like, I could never have done it without the people that were around me. And I'm so grateful that 2020 happened, because that's when my life really turned for the best. And it has been my mission to absolutely pour into my children the things that I've learned, because it will cause them to see situations clearly as they become adults. My daughter is using it every day with her friends and her new friends that she meet, and she's calling herself out, because I want you to think about it and then pretty soon it'll just be a part of what you do, you know? So, no, I talk about accountability and self-awareness a lot. Really don't know about the whole of the video. I was trying to keep it on one subject, but it's just really important that we teach this. We have to hold them accountable. Like, I know yesterday I went and they have a dog, right? We have a dog now, right? We went from 0 pets to 2 pets in one day, and we gave one away. And I was like, this is your responsibility. The dog is crying because you up here asleep. And then when I went up there, they had a bottle, like the water bottles on the floor with no, we're not doing that. So because I can see this and you can't, and they were like, oh, Mom, we would, So guess what? We can't do video games until we can clearly see what's around us to pick up. I'm not like people be like, oh, they might blow up. They haven't been taught to blow up. They don't see the blow up. You know what I'm saying? They don't see that because they don't know people that throw their video games out the window, call the police on their parents because they take their phones. Boy, listen that. Woo! Anyway, and they are talked to pretty much by me and their dad. Like, listen, you're not gonna be seen as this cute little 2-year-old for your whole life. Now you're gonna have to start moving different. One of this is, first of all, your space needs to be clean. Period. We're not having this little dirtiness going on. And so they start to blame each other. I'd be like, oh, okay, that's what we doing? I don't care. Because I have to do stuff for you. So again, I can go over and over this. Y'all know I stay home with my children. And then I go out and do my markets and things for honest chats. But these are the things that we really need to take time with and to help our young people through. Because we're just going to have a whole bunch of unaccountable, unself-aware, I don't even know how to say this, unself-aware people walking around here just doing any kind of thing and thinking that it's all supposed to be given. When, I mean, if you learn how to do the things that you do correctly, then you could live a better, just period, you know? All right, now these ain't draws. Why they look like draws? Okay. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm going to be me regardless. This is Jay Chatfield, Loving Yourself to Life. If them some draws, them some big old, stay focused, my friend. Stay focused. Okay. This is Jay Chatfield, Loving Yourself to Life. As always, do something for you that only you will love and that you can live with, right? You're the one that lays down with your mind. No one else. Have a love yourself day.